Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So we're here today with the continuation of Vagabond. Now we're here with chapter 7 onwards. So let us hop right in and get ready to rock and roll. So we kind of left off with, a good way to describe it is we kind of left off with killing the boss. And now all the men are coming back to, how can I put this in a PG-13 friendly kind of way? Get jiggy. Unconsented jiggy. Is that a good way to describe it? I don't think that might have made it actually sound worse than it actually... Well, no. It doesn't make it sound worse than it actually is, but I kind of feel like I'm kind of diminishing what it actually is. But you know what I'm talking about, right? If you've read so far, then you know where we're going. You know what happened. So let us continue and see what will happen next. So, they were all kind of like in the water, just chilling, kind of like a villain. I literally just saw them come by. Nah, you're not going home. Don't tell me you're going with Oko and Akemi. Nah. I left home knowing I never come back. From this day on, I'm a vagabond. And then we saw them kind of run towards they're already here. Actually, no. I just kind of went back a few pages, I guess. So that isn't chapter 7. This is chapter 7. Now we officially start. I was kind of just at the end of chapter 6 still, but now we're at chapter 7. It's Tsujikaze's men. They're back for revenge. Mother's back at home. Let's go. I'm going to. You stay here. Would you really just? You'll just be in the way. We'll bring Oko back here. I wouldn't leave anyone alone. Like I'm sorry. I've watched too many movies where I'm like, okay, let's split up. Then that's a good idea. I get that she's not a fighter, so she will be in the way, but like you're gonna go there for Oko, and by the time we get back here, she's gonna be gone. You know, in that kind of scenario is what I think is gonna happen. But this is such great art. Look at that. I mean, you guys can't, if you're following along, obviously you can't see it, but look at this. 1 second, I'm gonna risk it, because I like showing this. No. There you go. Look at this art. Isn't it glorious? Farewell, Takizo. I really like the art, I must say. Uh-oh. I think my computer just stopped. There we go. You stay here. I'm going to be a vagabond, Takizo. I want to go... This guy's making fun. This guy's having fun girls already. People are following him around, everything like, yeah, Takizo! He's so fast. Wait, Takizo, don't leave me behind. Don't leave me alone. It seemed like he's just rushing. Even this is just... What is with this art? Like, it's just the art of his foot. I was going to say shoe, but it's more like a sandal. And it still looks awesome. How many of them are there? Are you crazy? There are like 10 horses outside. He's like, let's go. Let's go in. Let's have some fun. That's his attitude. And you know what? I'm 100% behind it because I quite like it. Are you crazy? I mean, if I had skill, I would do it too, but I don't have skill. So Mike is, if I were to do that, I'd just get head chopped off and that be that. Do you want to die? Huh? My sword. I left it in the house. Oko. Where? And he's immediately... Where is this? So you're the one, the kid who killed the bot. Oh, it's a cool double page spread. He killed the boss. He's just a kid. How did this brat kill Tsujikaze Tenma, leader of 300 bandits? He's put a stain on our reputation. Tenma let his guard down because he was too crazy about Oko. We gotta kill him off before word gets around. Die. Just stops it. Your side is wide open. And like, no, it's not. It just moves up. Ooh. Yeah. He's not even killing you. You're killing yourself now. Don't fear the man who kills you. Fear the man that makes you kill. No, I'll stop right there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Just standing here. Go and join him. Just take one of their swords. The Tsujikaze gang are just a bunch of worms. Shuff, shuff, shuff. He's scared. He's scared, but that's fine. You know, it's okay to be scared. I know it gets a bad rep being scared, but now all of us are scared of things, and that's okay to accept. Come on, face it, Matahashi. If you fall behind Takizo now, you'll spend the rest of your life in his shadow. They're fighting. I killed 4 men yesterday. Why do I feel so inferior to my best friend? He's the same age and from the same village as me. I'm going in. Gonna fight and kill those bastards and rescue Oko. Alright then. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Matahashi. Oko? Matahashi. Okay, she isn't in there. So you're safe. How did you get out? She wasn't in there in the first place, I'm assuming? I don't know why, but I just had a bad feeling. So I stepped out and then they came busting in. It was a close call. I'm glad you're safe. Now you can just see his hands just shivering. Again, there is... It gets a bad rep, right? If it wasn't a story, we'd all be like, yeah, that's understandable. But because it's a story, we're kind of like, man, you're a P word. You know, it's like, come on now. It's understandable. But in that era, I guess, you know, in those times, being scared was definitely frowned upon. So, yeah. So even you are afraid. I was only able to stay calm because I knew Tenma had feelings for me. Don't be mean to me. Wait. It's not him that was shivering, it was her that was shivering. I thought it was his hands that was shivering, but it's actually hers. Ah. Okay. Interesting. That's very interesting. Those two. What about Takizo? Those two are just like, I don't want to say getting it on, but those two are just having, you know, a nice little reunion while he's fighting. you know, are nice. But he's taking it. He's like, one down. You bastard! He's got this look in his eyes, like this piercing look in his eyes. Now this one guy comes out, like he just looks at the dude, like, and this guy just freely, and then just like slashes him, just like swift motion, like just swift motion, whoosh. Intestines, organs, everything split out. Next guy, cuts his sword in half. With the, like the half-broken sword, just stabs it in his. Oh, goodness! Oh my! This guy's a born killer. Next guy from behind. Oh, barely. He barely dodges. Like it just comes from behind, like barely dodges, but it rips his clothes, whoosh, and just cuts the next guy down. Cuts him from the neck, basically. Ooh, that's a rough one. Now, if I saw that many people die, I ain't fighting. I'm retreating. Don't retreat now. I'd be gone, bro. Stay together. He can't handle. Mate, he's been handling all of you so far. He can't handle all of us. You say while holding your sword, and your arm gets chopped off. Oko, Matahashi, where are you? Are you all right? Nah, that's a dope. What's with these panels? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do it very quickly. Look at this shot! Look at this! Just awesome! The art style is just fantastic! Matahashi, if you're alive, say something! Ugh! Those two are... Bro. Look, man, right? You can't call yourself best friend after that. What he's fighting for his life. And you're not even saying, yeah, we're fine, you're just getting it on. Everyone dead. Of course, the crows are everywhere. Crows are enjoying the sight. The comb is out there. Matahashi. And that's how the chapter ends. Quite a crazy chapter. But that's wild. I'm sorry, that's wild. That is just... You are not good people. This guy's fighting for his life. To not even fighting for his life, fighting for your life. Meanwhile, you're safe. You're not even saying that you're safe. You're just getting it on. Graniotsu, Matahashi still alive. Miyamoto Village, no, chapter 8. Huff Huff Granny. Hater, already finished with today's work? Forget about work. I got something to tell. I asked if you're done with today's work. She just straight up slapped it. We, the Honiden, are the proud descendants of hard workers. You mustn't sully our reputation. I saw Shinmen Takizo. Really? Matahashi? Matahashi, huff huff. Has Matahashi returned? Nope, nah. Granny, it's been almost a year now. I know how you feel, but maybe you should give up on Matahashi. What was that for? I was just... Shinmen Takizo, who went off to war with Matahashi, has come home. That means my Matahashi must be back too. What? Shinmen Takizo? Find him! Hey, watch out. Go find him. What nerve. I would never give up on Matahashi. As Matahashi's fiancé, Otsu should know about his return. I'll go tell her the good news. Shouldn't you wait until you actually see him in front of you? Please be alive. If Shinmen Takizo hadn't dragged him off to war, are you blaming him now? He would have been married by now. He would have been a respectable heir to the Honiden family. That bastard. Don't tell me you snuck back here without Matahachi. You see eyes in the leaves. I'll just have to pay the Shinmen family a visit. Those samurai don't look familiar. What's going on here? Not here. Where is he hiding? He's hiding in the trees, in the leaves. Looks like he hasn't come home yet. What do you want, Granny? Are you part of the Shinmen family? Heavens no! I'm the retired head of the gentry across the river, and what brings you men here? We're after a man named Takizo. Did he do something wrong? He broke through the gates at the province border. He's already killed 2 of our men. We also know that he was one of Ukita's men. Is he alone? Yes. He's not with my son. His name is Honiden Matahashi. No, he's alone. That good for nothing Takizo. He really did sneak back here by himself. How abominable. So your son fought in the Battle of Sekigahara. It's unfortunate, but you should forget about him. That Takizo's to blame for dragging Matahashi off to war. Let's go. You men stay here just in case he shows up, sir, huh? I doubt that you will have an easy time of capturing that bastard Takizo. Yeah, this it's not even shading. It's just the way that's drawn is. I'm a sucker for it, alright? I'm a sucker for it. What's that? Will you heed the advice of an old woman? If we don't find them by dusk, we'll be stuck here for a while. Yeah, I don't want to be stuck in this village. And when someone walks past them, but we don't know. Okay. That's his wife, isn't it? We'll have to see though. Perhaps we need to be more patient. That Shinmen bastard. You see, it's constantly eyes from the tall grass. He's about to. He's like a Pokemon about to jump out. He's incredibly strong. He's ferocious, and we've been after him for days. That's not surprising. Without much success, at the age of 13, that bastard killed a full-grown man. What? At the age of 13? You're kidding me. I am not. His opponent was a seasoned martial artist, and Takizo beat him to a pulp. Takizo's wicked ways only got worse. In the end, he dragged my dear son off to war. How could he have survived and not my Matahashi? Lend me your ear and just grab it. That's such a granny thing to do. Like, lend me your ears. Like, just grabs it. Like, okay. Huh? Another body. Takizo's done it again. The body's still warm. Takizo must be nearby. A body. How scary. And just out of these shadows. Just I don't know what it is, but the hair just looks awesome. The hair just looks so wild. I wish I had wild hair, but my hair just kind of is like, it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring in a sense. It's kind of boring. I wish I had wild hair though. I kind of wish I had wild hair, but I don't. Otsu. I mean, what did you expect? Literally jumping out of the tall grass and be like, Otsu! Like, what did you expect? Honestly, earnestly. Hey, over there. Are you alright? Was it him? Over there! Stop! Takizo? Oh, Matahachi. It's no wonder you can't capture Takizo. He was an odd child who spent most of his time in the mountains. In other words, he's a beast. The hair kind of gives it away. Kind of. Shippoji Temple. He'll feed on birds, or rabbits, or even tree... You can eat tree bark? Can you? One second. Can you eat tree bark? Yes, you can eat tree bark as a safe and nutritious wild food, as long as you're using the right part of the bark from the right species of tree. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. That's why I love life. Not love life, but I love life. He will continue to elude your men, huh? Once a beast escapes into the mountains, he's out of human reach. I just see him eat tree bark. It's crazy. Munch, munch, crunch, crunch. Chapter 9. Fiance. Phew. Hides. The villagers are after me too. Shit. Okay. Matahashi still alive. Relay that message to Granny and Otsu. Tell them and I'll leave the village. That's all I want. That's easier said than done. After me, why are the villagers helping the soldiers? Are they being ordered to? And Granny probably is like, yeah, I'm counting on you. Tell Granny Honeyden and Otsu of Shippoji Temple Matahashi is still alive, but I can't say he took off with a woman. I mean, I'd be honest. Would you? I would. You know what? It's not my place. It's not my place to say that. Just say he took off, and you haven't seen him. But the last time you saw him, he was alive. So that's kind of where I would leave it at. Give them hope, but like don't in a way where it's not where they're not seeking you, because like you don't know where he is. So in that kind of sense, but he's not coming back to Miyamoto. Give them the message. Go. It's Takizo. He's over here. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the mother of Honeyden Matahashi, who, after being lured off to war by that despicable Takizo, has not returned home. My name is Osugi. And you, huh? I'm Otsu. Otsu, be more polite. I can't stand his eyes. What's wrong with his eyes? He doesn't even look like a creep. He just looks like an upstanding, boring, more so than anything. He looks like an upstanding, boring leader. I was gonna say politician. You know, kind of like that. That's what he looks like. Not like a scumbag politician, but just like a... Okay. So, today we will have, for breakfast, today we will have toast and 2 butter. Yeah, that kind, like that upstanding goody two-shoes almost. I could be completely wrong, but watch him prove me wrong in like 2-3 chapters. But like, he seems like an upstanding gentleman, I want to say. I don't know, maybe I'm going too far, but hey. She's my son's fiance. She feels the same hatred towards Takizo as I do. Don't you, Otsu? Don't you? Don't you? Say yes. Okay. Not okay. Well, there. Please excuse Otsu. She's an orphan who didn't have anyone to teach her proper manners. Even though she's 17, she has no idea how the world works. You're going to have to grow up if you're going to become a bride of the Honeyden family. Yes, ma'am. You must be alive. You haven't died, have you? Oh, Matahashi. Matahashi. Why is it sometimes just not going? Wait, is that the end? Is that why? Is that why it's not going any further? It's not the end. Well, if it's not the end, why are you not going any further? Okay, screw this. Chapter 218. I'm just gonna have to open it myself if that doesn't want to continue. Mother! Nah, she's dreaming. She's dreaming of something. Granny. Otsu, my dear. This man Matahashi. Is she dying or something? I don't know what's going on here. It's like... Nah, I don't know what's going on. Like, she must be dreaming. That's what it must be. She must be dreaming. Granny. Otsu, my dear. This man Matahashi probably died on the battlefield. Okay, no. You know what? He's not upstanding. He's like, oh, he died. He need a new husband. It's gonna be me. That's him right now. What? Otsu, why don't you pour some sake for our guest, Captain Aoki? Sure. With one hand. Otsu, you're being... doesn't have the manners. You can go now. Oh, no. Don't leave her alone. Don't leave her alone. I don't need your company. But Otsu is engaged to be married into the Honeyden family, so Matahashi is dead. Leave. Keep deities at a respectful distance, lest you should offend them. Am I a failure as a priest? Men perish easily in war. All the more so if Matahashi was just a foot soldier. His only weapon, a spear. But Matahashi is strong, second only to Takizo. Even this Takizo will eventually be apprehended and killed by my men. You must accept it. Matahashi's dead. So, this guy, of course, is going to get jiggy. So how about it? You and me. Otsuki. And she just back heels. Damn it. That hurts. But she just back heels him, alright? And he's out cold. This isn't good. You gotta kill him now. Just blame it on Matahashi. Just blame it on Takezo, I mean. I'm Matahashi's fiance. I'm going to be a bride of the Honiden. Or just blame it on the alcohol. Just say you were drunk. I don't know if that works. I'm going to be a bride of the Honiden family. It's already been decided. Oi. Otsu. Forgive me, Otsu. Look, that was scary and gross. Oh, Matahashi. Matahashi, huh? I can't remember Matahashi's face. So much for love. Forgive me, Otsu. There is nothing I could do. Quiet. I'm trying. Literally just has random, like, people in her head, like, quiet. I am trying to remember. Why? Matahashi, please come home soon. A courier delivered this today. I held it for you. A letter? For me? Who would send a letter to an orphan like me? Granny, I came here to tell you. No. So it wasn't a dream. I came here to tell you, Matahashi, I'll kill you. And then myself. Listen to man speak. I'll kill myself after killing you. She just goes for Matahashi's still alive. That's what I came to tell you. Yeah, Granny, you gotta calm down. But I like the spirit. Literally, I like the spirit. Literally, she's like, yeah. With like the tiny dagger. I guess this guy's like killed like 50 people. You know, the tiny dagger. Like, yeah. I like the spirit. I know I say I like the spirit, but in reality, I wouldn't do that. But I like the spirit. Still alive. Chapter 10. Left behind. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Are you alright, Granny? Is it true, Takezo? Do you swear it's true? Yeah, but... Sup, Matahashi, sup. Then why didn't he come back home? This is all wrong. You were the one who dragged him off, and you end up returning. Dragged him off? Why didn't he come back? Where is he? How dare you sneak back home alone? Give him back to me! Give Matahashi back to me! Bring him here! Yeah, at least he's not trying to kill you, alright? Yeah, just accept what's happening right now. As I said, at least he's not trying to kill you. Takezo, bring Matahashi back here to his mother. He's living with a woman in another province. Who could it be? To Otsu. That's not the message that he's alive. I thought she was getting like a message that he was alive, but could it be from Matahashi? He's like, yo, I'm sorry, I found someone else, haha. I am writing as the woman who's... Damn, that's brutal. That is brutal. To get that, like, she thought he was potentially dead and everything, and to get a message like that, that's savage. I didn't know they were like that. They're savage. Not in a good way. Not savage creatures, not savage beasts. They're just savage. I am writing as the woman who is now with Matahashi. He's burdened by thoughts of you. The current situation is detrimental for everyone involved. I'm asking you to forget Matahashi. I mean, she's kind of already forgotten now. He looks like, to be fair, Oko. I'm sorry, Otsu. Just forget about me and now she remembers how he looks like, and have a happy life, Matahashi. I remember now Matahashi's face. Who's Oko? Yeah. Now, who's Oko? What's wrong? No. Calm down. Don't bite your wrist. I'm sorry. I'm so ashamed I lost control. Come on in. Hurry up. Everyone's looking for you. These are Matahashi's. You can wear them. You've been stuck in the mountains for so long. I'm fine. But you must be hungry. Stay. I'll make you something to eat. Why don't you take a bath while I prepare your meal? Why are you suddenly Matahashi's mother? After all, you are my beloved son's friend. You were trying to kill him a second ago. That's all I'm going to say. You were trying to kill him a second ago, alright? Is the bath water hot enough? What should I like call all the guys and try and kill him or something? It's fine. So Takezo, what are your plans now? I turn the page and I see her literally call all of them. I'm going to journey all across the country to polish my skills as a swordsman, to train in the way of the warrior, eh? Very admirable. I want to challenge men like Yagyu and Yashioka. All the master swordsmen renowned throughout the land. I want to find out how strong I really am. See, it's just calling all of them. Good work, Granny. You can go now. There he is, haha. Alright then, you men this Granny. Hey, she is. I ain't gonna say it too much. Alright then, you men. Nah, he's still got the heel imprint. He's still got the heel imprint on his head. You men, close off all escape paths just in case. Yeah, it's like yeah. You lure my son off to war. You dare to come back without him. Then you have the nerve to tell me that my Matahashi's in another province with some woman. You pathetic bastard. Think I'd fall for those lies? Just wait until you actually see the message as well. Matahashi's alive. That's the only part I'll believe. You're finished, you bastard. Hey, you don't need no clothes. He comes out there, he's like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna imitate him this time. But like, he comes out there like, all right, even now I can take care of all of you. There he is. So this was a trap, Granny. Don't bother putting up a fight. Even I don't think you know what he's capable of. Just turn yourself in. Of course, once you do, your head will be chopped off. It's all in the best interest of Miyamoto Village. This village doesn't need any troublemakers. You're a demon. Take him! Gone. Gone. Let's see that. Dead. I think he's dead. I'm actually not. Yeah, he cuts his head. Yeah, he's dead. You cowards! If you're gonna come at me, you better be willing to kill me, of course. If you're gonna try to kill me, I'll kill you for. That's a. I've always been a sucker for badasses. All right. I'm sorry. It's just my type. It's just my type. But whenever I see a badass, I'm just like, ooh, that might be my favorite character. Guts. I like badasses that are like kind of like that can get very emotional as well. Like that have like this hard interior shell, but like once you get past that shell, it's like they're like this vulnerable beast, like this wounded animal basically. Like Guts, perfect example. I also like. I mean, they're less so wounded characters, like less so characters that you see a lot of emotion from, but like Zoro, Kenpachi at one point I really did like as well. Characters like that they're always some of my favorites. So not my absolute favorite character type. My absolute favorite character types are those that like just work hard, like to like almost with a insane dedication and devotion that just like grind. Those are my absolute favorite characters. But my second favorite character types are just the badasses that just are badasses for the sake of being a badass. As ridiculous as that sounds. I'll kill you first. You jerk! You traitor! Madahashi, you bastard! She is not happy. Anyway, Lost 3 are extraneous background. So okay, it seems like we reached the end of volume 1. So as typical with volumes, at the end of chapters they have a little bit of things extra. So we're gonna read this. I know people might not care. I care. All right. I'm engrossed in the story. I really like what we've gotten so far. We've not gotten too much. I must say, like it feels like a very progressive, straight path. And I actually wonder what the deviations are going to be and what they're going to turn out to be. But as of right now, I like what we've gotten. The 10 chapters that we have gotten so far. I really like I really like what we've seen. So I'm going to read this as well because I care. It's some historical facts and it plays some role to the story. So coolio. The Battle of Sekigahara. 1600s, the Warring States of Sengoku period, 1482 to 1558, in Japan was a time of chaos and conflict. Central authorities in the form of the imperial court and the shogunate had grown increasingly weaker, and the land was effectively ruled autonomously by numerous domanial lords or daimyo. Looking to expand their sphere of control, the daimyo were constantly at war with each other. One daimyo, Oda Nobunaga's ambition, set out on a mission to unify Japan by means of conquest. That's his ambition. Incredibly successful by the time of his assassination in 1582. He managed to control approximately 1/3 of all of Japan. One of Nobunaga's chief generals, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, I know of Hideyoshi, became Nobunaga's successor to carry on the quest for unification. Through a process of conquest and conciliation, Hideyoshi succeeded in creating an orderly federation amongst the daimyo, and by 1590, order was restored to Japan under Hideyoshi's rule. Hideyoshi's death in 1598, however, presented the question of succession. Most of the daimyo from the domains in the west remained loyal to the Toyotomi clan and its 5-year-old Toyotomi Hideyori. Tokugawa Ieyasu, also know that name, however, leading the major daimyo from central and eastern Japan, challenged the Toyotomi clan's leadership. The two sides clashed at the Battle of Sekigahara in Mino, where the Tokugawa claimed an overwhelming victory. From that point on, the Tokugawa clan would effectively rule Japan for the next 250 years. In the opening of Vagabond, we find Takizo and Matahashi as young survivors on the losing side of the Battle of Sekigahara. And you've got Sakushu, also known as Mimasaka, the historical name for the area that is now in the northern region of modern-day Okayama Prefecture. Okay, I'm not too familiar with what that is. Ukita Hidei. Daimyo of Bizen and Mimasaka, located in modern Okayama Prefecture, one of the leading generals that fought for the Totoyami clan battle at the Battle of Sekigahara. They've got the Yagyu clan. Yagyu Muniyoshi Sekiku... Okay, I'm not going to remember most of these names anyway. Was the founder of the famed Yagyu Shinkage school of sword fighting. His son Yagyu Muninori was one of Tokugawa's key generals at the Battle of Sekigahara. Muniyoshi was appointed as the official fencing instructor of the Tokugawa clan, and in 1632, the Yagyu were appointed as the Omitsuke, responsible for the surveillance of the daimyo. Although the Yagyu clan has been depicted in Kazuo Koike's Lone Woven Cup as the plotters of the downfall of the Ito... Oh, okay, this is too much history. General, I'm not going to remember most of these things. Like, I'd have to actually sit down and read a book. Which I guess you could kind of say Vagabond. No, maybe not quite, but like because his followers don't follow like I don't know Nobunaga or something, you know. But still, the Yoshioka clan Yoshioka Kempo dates unknown, but was a distinguished warrior during the Sengoku period, and the founder of the Yoshioka sword fighting. Sorry, Kempo's sons are thought to have dueled with Miyamoto Musashi on numerous occasions. Really now? Okay. About Vagabond. Takehiko Inoue's Vagabond, based on Eiji Yoshikawa's novel Musashi, is a fictional account of the life of Miyamoto Musashi. The historical figure Miyamoto Musashi, author of the Philosophical Strategy Guide, A Book of Five Rings, was a master of the sword and was revered as a sword saint. He founded the Niten Ichi style of sword fighting, which is typified by fighting with both long and short swords at once, holding a long sword with the right and the short sword with the left. Musashi was not only a master swordsman, but was also a master of the gentler arts. He was a master of the sumie art form, and even mastered the arts of metalworking and wood carving. About the author, Inoue is the author of the best-selling manga Slam Dunk, which I've not read either. Slam Dunk, we're getting to Slam Dunk one night. I promise. I promise. I know my word. Unfortunately, it doesn't count for much. Because we all know that I'll be here for a few weeks, months, and then I'll suddenly disappear for a few weeks, months. But hey, we'll get to it one day. With over 100 million copies in the world, for this work, it received the 2000 Media Arts Award for manga from Japanese minister, as well as the Kodansha Award for Best Manga. Has also received the prestigious Tezuka Award for his previous work, in addition to his numerous manga. Okay, placed in Game 101. Okay, and within the context of this comic are presented in the traditional Japanese order, surname followed by the first name. Miyamoto is Miyamoto Musashi's last name. Musashi is the first name, the name of the creator. Yeah, however, it's been presented the first name first, last name second. Takehiko is the author's first name, and Inoue is his last name. Okay, coolio. The last page. Okay, well, that was volume 1. As I said, I liked what I've seen. Let's see what else is next, basically. Very intrigued, so we're gonna continue onwards and upwards. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see all of you in the next one. Until then, have a nice day, peace out, and as always,